When one is mad at the other one, my grandparents don't say anything. They just, like, my this morning's a great example. My step grandpa said, um, I'm gonna go here and this and this and this and this. I'm gonna do these things today. And did you know that in the newspaper this morning, such and such said such and such? No, it didn't. My grandma just instantly said, no, it didn't. It didn't. No, no, her favorite word. So what does he do? He just smiles and looks down, like, but in his mind he wanted to kill her, because when you just say no directly to someone and your brain is just hardwired to say no, no, like a little kid, no, I disagree with you, no, that gives negative energy to the other person and they like you less. Using the word yes reinforces positive, and you don't do that. I like trying to break things down so I can understand them better. Like, I won't go to a CPA video that teaches you advanced methods without learning the base stats. If someone does something strange, I'll get to the base. I'll say, why? Why is he or she acting this way? What could the childhood have been like? What could... And I know my grandma's childhood wasn't good. And those are the reasons she is the way she is now. And it's sad. It's honestly sad because my grandma can't see her flaws. She ignores her flaws. And every intuitive, smart, brilliant person can admit their flaws. She can't. She can't. If there's another Aries around, when I ask zodiac sign, she says, "Yay, Aries!" And then she'll always say the same thing. I always hear such bad things about my sign, but I just don't see them. You can choose to see your problems and fix them, or you can choose to see the dark parts of yourself and never think about them, which is suppressing your feelings, which is making you feel horrible inside, slowly and steadily. And if you feel horrible towards another person, say my step grandpa, you and your husband, my step grandpa, if you guys don't ever say, hey, you hurt my feelings, or I disagree with that, or I disagree with that, but maybe, or discuss your problems with your loved one. Stop disagreeing and then just letting it go as if I'm the victim. Oh, she's mean to me. No, talk about your problems. And living with these two people makes me never want to ever get married, ever. Makes me never want to fall in love. Because what really is love? Love is a emotion. Like I've said before, love is just a thing that we feel. We feel love. Like, it's not an actual thing. Love is just a feeling. And people make the mistake of, oh, we really like each other right now. Let's sign a piece of paper which makes us stuck together forever. I don't understand marriage. I don't get it. The way I can tell if a girl is a good match for me, I'll say, if you love someone, like emotionally you connect to them. They're intelligent, you're intelligent, you guys connect. Just naturally. It's not because of the person's looks. It's not because of any of that bullshit. It's because you guys are a natural match. You don't need a piece of paper to show that you're a natural match. You just need to be happy with the other person. Yet in this society, which they profit off of this, we're told, like in school, since we're little kids, we're told that we need to get married. That you're going to get a car mortgage, you're going to get a house mortgage, you're going to get married, you're going to have kids. All this bullshit that we need to break away from. The intuitive people can notice this flaw and say, but why? That kid in every movie who asks his parents or show, why do we do this? Or why is this the way it is? And the parents can't answer because the parents don't know. So what do? They get mad at the kid and tell them that they're just a kid and they don't understand anything yet. That's bullshit. Kids understand so much more than most adults. They're intelligent. Age does not matter. When I was in, this is true, when this really happened, when I was in McDonald's drawing today, there was an old woman and a young boy. And I think it was her grandson, I'm pretty sure. But I got this thought in my head for a short second before I put music on. Because they were intellectually connected. They were talking to each other. This kid was probably like a freshman in high school. And this woman was probably 70 years old. But they connected. They were having an intellectual discussion. And it was amazing. Usually if I see a high school kid, they're just talking about random bullshit. Like what's going on the internet, what they saw on TV. These two people, this young boy and this old woman, were talking about theory. And they were talking about they were intelligent. They were very intelligent people. And what I want to say what my basic point is, age does not matter. Age does not matter at all with love. And I'm not saying this in a creepy way at all. I'm not saying, ooh, age, oh, young. No, sorry. I'm saying that if you love a person, you don't need laws or marriage to show it. If that person equally loves you, you love them, you don't need proof. Because you know it. You don't need proof to know that you love someone. It's bullshit. Here's a good example. My rich grandpa, who I barely see, we'll see twice a year, he got remarried to a girl that was like 10 years younger than him. Yet, if I was 11 and I married a 1-year-old, that would be weird. But how is it not weird when you guys are both adults? In our society, we just think that, oh, they're adults now. Oh, they're both knowledgeable and intelligent and know what they're doing. You know, if a child is born intuitive and smart, and they ask tons of questions and they know, that's a keeper. But quite literally, age does not matter at all. My sister's best friend's parents, did you understand that? My sister has a best friend that has parents. Those parents, the dad I think he's about 59, and the wife is about, I'm going to say 41. That's what I mean. And how did that happen? From what my mom told me, is that he pretty much raised his wife. His wife didn't have a good home life, and he took care of her and then eventually married her. And they have been together perfectly. Why? It's not because they signed a contract that they were stuck together. It's because they naturally loved each other. They had a connection. Anyone can do this. Anyone. If a 27-year-old had sex with a 16-year-old, who do you think's to blame? both of them. It's not just the older person. Both of the people are to blame. It bugs me. Our society honestly bugs me. And there are creepy people who will tie you in their basement and, like, do bad things. Those people, it's just, no. But if both people mutually like each other, then there shouldn't be a bunch of laws that say that you can't do it. I have met plenty of, I want to say younger kids, like 17. I feel like an old man now. I'm 24. But honestly, if a 17-year-old married a 30-year-old and they got permission from the person, like, they didn't get permission, they didn't do it for money, they didn't do it for, you guys understand my point already. I don't understand the laws in this society. I don't see why we can't walk naked. I mean, we can walk topless, but we can't walk bottomless. That's a good way to put it. Before all this shitty society, we would walk naked. Like, oh, my grandparents are home. I don't want to put my shirt on. Grandma! Yeah, I am.
What's up?
I jumped the fence. I have to put my man shirt on now. Because my adult shirt.
Your big boy shirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
You weren't gone very long.
I wasn't? I just
didn't
went
go to
to...
the lie, did
No, I just went to... what's it called?
Hmm?
I just went to McDonald's and Drew. And now I need to watch many movies and dumb down my brain. So I stopped thinking about marketing. That's all I've been doing for 4 days.
Yeah.
So did you pick up the drugs from Oakland in the side alleys and